Mike. Oh, Mike.
Take their home floor for the final time this regular season, with 7 Fredericktown 12th graders being celebrated on senior night. And the Freddies, they're about to take center stage against small school power Newark Catholic in their final tournament tune-up before entering postseason play. It's live in Free Boys High School hoops on a Wednesday night from the Freddies Nest, and it's all coming your way next.
Enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I was soon. Know as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm down to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dying.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Welcome to the Alumni Roofing pregame show for tonight's battle between Fredericktown and visiting Newark Catholic. Alongside Mark Bollinger, I am Brian Skowronski. We've really got a great atmosphere tonight celebrating the Freddies seniors athletes. They got 7 on the squad, and all of the winter athletes actually were celebrated before the game tonight, so it's a jam-packed crowd, and obviously a lot of them here wearing red.
A lot of them wearing red tonight, and what a great, as you said, a great environment. The student section's already on their feet. 5 minutes to go in pregame, they're ready to go. A lot of parents and family members here. Great environment, great way to go out hopefully tonight for the Fredericktown Freddies.
Here's what they're going to be facing tonight. Newark Catholic, who's starting to play much better as the season winds down. Big improvement from a rough patch to start the new year. 2-2 in their last 4 games, but man, was it tough in the beginning of 23.
Well, and you mentioned in the open, Newark Catholic, a dominant small school power in a lot of different sports, and they struggled early. They play a really tough schedule down that Licking County area.
Yep.
They played against the likes of Granville and Utica and Eve and Johnstown. That's a tough schedule against a lot bigger schools. So they have been tested and they struggled early, but they've started to turn around here of late.
coming off a really nice win over Johnstown Monroe, and the kid who really was a shining star for them, Elijah Morris. I mean, he put up big-time numbers, knocking down a lot of perimeter shots, and he's got great size and ability. A senior, of course, he wants to end his last season with the Green Wave the right way.
And it's going to be really important to watch Morris early to see if he can get off to a good start and try to keep Newark Catholic in it here, as we talked about on a very emotional night for the Fredericktown Freddies.
That's right, it is senior night, and 7 Fredericktown players are going to be involved here tonight for the last time during the regular season. And this is a squad that's been playing some awesome basketball here, Mark. 8-2 in their last 10 games, and you look at the 2 losses, no slouches right there, and then that right after they capped off an undefeated KMAC championship season.
Well, it has been another banner year for Fredericktown. They made a nice tournament run last year. You know, come back, go after the league championship again, and not only did they win it, as you said, undefeated. Great season so far. Those 2 losses were great losses for them in that they played really good competition. You play a Colonel Crawford team that has been a notoriously dominant program in Northwest Ohio, and then Columbus Academy, one of the top seeds this year in Division III, and another team that Fredericktown may see down the tournament road. So 8-2 in the last 10. Those 2 losses were against really good competition.
This is a Fredericktown team on the OH report. We were talking early in the season. I couldn't figure them out. Are they actually good? Are they going to be a title contender? Because they were losing all their non-conference games and then winning in the KMAC, and now they've started the surge here at the right time as we're getting ready for tournament action. And I don't think there's any question who the dude is who kind of gets the party started around here. Cade Carpenter. You look at all the statistical categories in the KMAC, he is up near the top in almost all of them.
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because, you know, he has the size and strength to take you down low on the block. He has the athleticism to get the ball on the wing, take you to the basket off the bounce. He is the kind of guy that as an opposing coach you look at and you try to decide, how are we going to guard him? Newark Catholic better figure it out because, as you said, he could dominate a basketball game.
Yeah, he's a true all-around talent, probably the best athlete on the team, and with that size at 6'6", plus he can knock down the outside J. Forget about it, Mark. He definitely is a guy to watch here tonight. Looking forward to seeing how he does in his final home game of the regular season, though the Freddies do get to come back here and play in the tournament action next week, which I really like, and I wish that more districts would start going after that approach. How the Central District approaches it is that they do let you award yourself with some home tournament action.
And they have. They made that change several years ago in the Central District. Instead of playing at the neutral site, those first-round sectional games are at the home seed site. And it's a nice reward for those teams that have had a good season, and you get a better crowd. And so I think that you'll start to see some of these changes, you know, take place throughout Ohio, where the higher seeded teams will get to play at home. I think you'll start to see more of the Martin RPI get figured in and used at different districts. So I think there's going to be a lot of changes here on the horizon throughout the state of Ohio.
Definitely looking forward to those, and looking forward to tonight's game as we're just 40 seconds away from the national anthem and getting the festivities started here. And great crowd on hand. I mean, we showed up pretty early and we're parked way at the other end of the parking lot.
I am as well. It was a nice little exercise there trying to get into the building. So yeah, big crowd on hand here tonight, and it's going to be a good test here for the Freddies coming off the KMAC championship. Tournament starts next week. You don't want this to be a trap game on senior night, so hopefully Freddies will come out and take care of business here early, and we're going to find out soon.
And this is going to be their last game of the regular season. They are off the rest of the week and through the weekend until they take action more than 7 days later down the road. So definitely want to go in with some confidence brimming after a big win here tonight at home in front of this darn near sold-out crowd. Definitely here on the home side, it is jam-packed. The student section all the way lined up to the top, Mark. This is the biggest one that I've seen so far.
And you have to love it, especially, you know, senior night. You want a loud and vocal student section. All your friends out here getting crazy and cheering you on, and I think the Freddies are going to have that tonight.
And there are the Freddies lined up, getting ready for action. Got to be so emotional for them. Half of the roster, of course, are 12th graders, and everyone getting to walk out center stage tonight. People clapping, your family members here in attendance. Everybody from the school seemingly here in the building. So I think there's a lot at stake for them here tonight with tough competition in the building as well. Definitely looking forward to this one, and I have been for about a week since I circled it on the calendar.
And part of it's going to be a challenge for Fredericktown is just handling the emotions. You know, it does. It gets to you when you're walking out there with mom and dad and you're looking into the stands and seeing grandmas and grandpas and all your, you know, friends and family. That's a big change emotionally to how you prepare and play every other game this year. So how will the Freddies handle that? Have they settled in, went through warm-ups, kind of got their focus back on basketball and over that? We'll find out early on, because it'll be obvious if the jitters are there in those first few minutes.
We'll find out just here in a couple of minutes, as there are the Freddies and their cheerleading staff all set, just about ready for action. 12-0 in conference play this year for Fredericktown. Second time in the last 3 seasons that they got a piece at least of the KMAC crown. Didn't have to share it with anybody this year, of course, with the undefeated season. And now we all rise and remove our caps for the playing of our national anthem. It is Star Spangled Banner time. Then also just nothing quite like the pep band in the house getting the party started. Definitely sets the atmosphere for a great high school basketball environment. Once again, I'm Brian Skowronski. Mark Bollinger is with me here tonight, and it is senior night at the Freddies Nest. Expecting an awesome contest with Newark Catholic in the building. Small school royalty, like Mark said, not just in hoops, where they've been making tournament runs here over the last, well, a long time. But I think it's the most decorated small school football program in the history of the state.
I'm sure it is. If not, they are right up there. And you know, and as we said, they get it done not just in football, but in basketball. They get it done in baseball. They have just put together a great athletic program down there, and their tradition speaks for itself. Whenever they come in to compete, you know you're going to be in for a game, because Newark Catholic kids, they play hard no matter what sport it is. They are competitors, and even if the talent level isn't where it normally is, the competition and the competitive spirit will definitely be there.
So here's how we think they get it done tonight. Our keys to victory presented by Alumni Roofing. I got to go with that play on words here, just a big early wave. If you can come out and maybe get Fredericktown down early in this first quarter, might shut up a little bit of the crowd. The student section might not be as involved, Mark, and potentially, if you can suck some of the life out of the building, that's when you can continue to build on your lead.
Yeah, and when you're a team that's coming in with only 5 wins on the season, early success is critical. You don't want those thoughts of, oh, here we go again, popping into their head. So for Newark Catholic, they need to get off to a good start. The first 3 to 4 minutes will be very, very telling on how they're going to try to match up with Carpenter and how they're going to play this tonight, especially on the defensive end.
And then on the other side, for the home team, they're going to close things out at home before they head into tournament play. You just got to play that Freddie fundamental basketball. What do I mean by that? This is a team, they usually do a nice job of having their jump stops, being in the triple threat position, and just being all the way around ready to play consistent basketball. That's what I think they need to do here tonight, so they can get to your point, Mark, just finish things off the right way.
Well, and you're looking at a senior class, as we have talked about, who has won 2 consecutive KMAC championships. 7 of them, on the roster tonight. Finish things out right. Your last regular season home game, go out with a bang. Make sure you take care of business on senior night and get that momentum going into what will hopefully be a nice tournament run over the next few weeks.
That's definitely the anticipation for this group of athletes, and with so many seniors on the roster, you gotta imagine that they're just feeling that pressure a little bit, but sometimes that's in a good way. I think pressure sometimes can cause athletes to take their game to the next level, and perhaps we'll see that from Fredericktown this season. in this special group being announced here. The lights are out. They got the spotlight on tonight. And here comes one of their big guns right there, Cade Carpenter. What a dynamic athlete he's been, not just in hoops, baseball, football, everything. Same with Tegan Rule.
Yeah, they've put together wonderful careers, and I'm sure they want to make sure they go out with a bang here tonight. You know, for those of you who are in the central, north central Ohio area who follow small school sports, who follow small college sports, you know, you're looking tonight at a Newark Catholic team that's under a new coach this year. You know, Travis Schwab, first-year coach. Travis was a guy who, first player in North Coast Atlantic Conference history to be named first team all 4 years when he was a player at Ohio Wesleyan. Yeah. Longtime assistant at Wittenberg. Recently, he'd been the head coach at Muskingum, has went back to the high school ranks. So, you know, guarantee you in the next few years, this Newark Catholic program's going to start trending in the right direction under Coach Schwab. But, yeah, for those of you who may see a familiar face over there on the sideline for the Wave.
That'll wrap up our Alumni Roofing pregame show as we are just about set and ready for a tip-off here from the Freddies Nest. The home squad looking for win number 15 on the campaign. Green Wave, of those 5 wins, 2 of them coming in the last 2 weeks. So as we mentioned, they're starting to find their wave a little bit as they're getting to the point in the season where all the chips are on the table. It's win or go home once the playoffs come next week. Definitely my favorite time of the year. Tournament basketball, there's nothing quite like it. And the games leading up to it with the conferences and everything boiling down to the wire mark, this is great stuff.
Great time of the year for basketball fans, and hopefully we'll get a good one tonight as we get ready to get into tournament play next week for the boys.
Opening possession won by Fredericktown, but they'll give it away here. So Newark Catholic comes up with a steal to start things off. And the quick jumper from Joe Stanley comes up short. Thompson can't handle it.
Nice set, got a good look on the baseline, just didn't get it to go, but good start for Newark Catholic. Forced the turnover and then got a good look.
Big size advantage here for Carpenter. About 4 inches is the difference between him and Eli Morris.
Freddie's really trying to get the ball to Carpenter. Newark Catholic does a good job pushing him off that block, making him catch about 16 to 18 feet out.
Here goes Cade, left-handed dribble, fall away jumper, won't get the friendly roll at home. As we're a minute gone by, still scoreless here at Fredericktown. And here's a quick trigger halfway home, and it comes out for Braylon Bates.
Well, it was the look they wanted, just didn't go down. Fredericktown's have a chance here in transition.
Clean look inside for Tegan Rule. Made a nice catch, but couldn't cap off the finish. But back the other way, Thompson got a piece of it. Lester comes away with the steal. 5 seniors on the floor to start off the action here for Fredericktown. Mass running the show.
See a little bit different look here from the Freddies. First couple possessions, they had Carpenter in the post. They're going to try to spread the floor, bring him out to the perimeter a little bit, attack somewhere else against a different defender.
And there's the first points. They'll belong to Tegan Rule. Nice up and under move.
And it works. Rule got the isolation. Nice move, was able to get it to go down.
Off the screen, nice leak inside, but Carpenter comes over with the block.
The eraser.
He averages about 1 of those per game, but tipped in a giveaway here for Cade as Helms comes away with the rock. Setting it up to the corner, Bates off target, chases down his own miss. Here's another triple try, Joe Stanley can't find the bottom. And the foul's gonna come on the floor here against Fredericktown. Let's go back though and look at this Cade Carpenter block from a few moments ago. Oh, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, real good job being a shot blocker. Coming from the help side, was able to get the clean block without fouling. Newark Catholic, though, able to come up with that offensive rebound here, a couple of them.
Bates triggers, gets it in. Stanley now with the kick out, and they'll set up another 3, Morris. And that's gonna go over the top of the board, out of bounds, back to Fredericktown.
Green Wave come out 0 of 6 from the floor to start this here in the first 2.5 minutes. Getting the looks they want, just nothing going down for them.
See if the Freddies are able to capitalize Put a little bit more distance between them and the opponent here on the Mike's Marathon Towing and Repair scoreboard. And we get a foul here. It's going to be a reach-in against Morris. First foul against the Green Wave.
Early on here, Fredericktown making a concerted effort to really pound the ball to the post and try to get touches in there. Take advantage of their size and strength.
Carpenter swallowed up, somehow got the pass off in traffic. And both buckets belonging to Mr. Rule.
Well, intentional or not, he got the ball to the right guys. Newark Catholic had two guys digging and helping in the post.
And again, they're off target, so a really cold shooting stretch here for the Green Wave to open things up. Carpenter fouled on his way to the hoop.
Just a real good job there by Carpenter, got it quick in transition. Going back, you see that little dish to the cutting Rule, and three guys have helped over. That cutter's wide open. Able to get the Freddies out to an early 4-0 lead.
Get our first substitution of the night. Bobby Franks heading over to the bench as Ian Moorhead checks in for him. So a lot of veterans on the floor for both sides, tons of 12th graders. And here's one wide open. Won't find the bottom though, Ben Mast.
Well, again, another clean look. Just can't get that shot to go. Just came up a little bit short.
Off the screen, open look. Still no points. Stanley with the offensive board. Put back, not there. Third time, not going to be the charm either. Wow, definitely looking like there's a lid on the hoop. And now a foul on the floor against Fredericktown. I mean, they're really getting dominated here, not being able to box out, but it hasn't cost them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take anything away from Newark Catholic. They're not shooting it well, but 5 offensive rebounds already.
Helms looking for the pass. Now he'll get it into the hands of Morris. Help comes. Aggressive defense almost led to a steal. And off the double team, the drive down the lane and kick out leads to this 3-ball front iron. And that's going to be cleared by Rule.
Well, and after the first 4 minutes, you can see kind of like what Newark Catholic's season has been. You can see why they could have played with really good teams. They get good shots, it's just you have to make them. The nights they're not making them, I'm sure they struggled, but the nights they pulled off some wins, obviously probably got the ball to go down.
Lester, the friendly hop. 6-0 Freddies. Excellent start for the home team here on senior night. Keeping the crowd involved, and Carpenter going to the ground, gets the tie up, and it'll be jump ball.
Well, Newark Catholic there tried to run a little down screen, get an isolation in the post, but when that ball went to the wing, they just stood a little bit too early. The post player wasn't established and looking for it. Because of that, loose ball, Carpenter getting on the floor, tied up. They'll stay here with Newark Catholic.
Bates threw it away off the inbound. Mass couldn't squeeze it though, as he just lost his balance going down to the floor. So it'll be Green Wave basketball here right in front of the student section. Always a great place to be on the road, Mark.
Oh, yeah. They're looking at each other like, come on, somebody else inbound this ball in front of them. I don't want to do it. But
yeah, Griffin Erdorovsky checking in for the first time, and that's right where he has to go.
Yep, checks in. He's like, I got this, coach. But yeah, about 5 minutes here into the game, and Newark Catholic still 0 on the board.
See if they change it here. Good looking stroke, the rainbow too high, and Karams into the hands here of Lester. Sending it forward. Nice play by Rule, who almost got stripped but recovers for an 8-zip advantage.
A great job by Rule there, basically 1-on-1, 1-on-2, and he attacked it and was able to get to go. And now chance for the turnover here, but didn't get it. Scramble and recover. Nice job on the help side.
Getting a piece of it for sure there was Dom Thompson. The second look, though, is going to send Joey Stanley to the free throw line.
Well, maybe they can crack this scoring column here from the free throw line, because Newark Catholic 0 of 13 from the floor.
I think that's got to be the most brutal start that I've seen in a game, boys or girls, this season.
Yeah, when you start out 0 for 13, you're in trouble, and the free throw line's not being any kinder to him. Sure, Coach Schwab's sitting over there feeling helpless. There's not a whole lot more you can do. You've put them in good position. Somebody's got to step up and make a shot. They get one to go, though. Could really get them going.
They will not. So the first 15 shot attempts, all leading to 0 points here. Goose egg on the board for Newark Catholic. Meanwhile, Freddies starting to get it rocking here on the offensive end.
Look for the Freddies to go right back inside, continue to attack in the perimeter.
Rule's really been aggressive, and he's going to be rewarded here heading to the free throw line for a couple.
Well, you talk a lot about Carpenter and his physicality and athleticism, but then you can step him outside and put Rule there, and he is just a man in there. He's so strong and so aggressive. He gets down there and he just bullies you down to the block and gets whatever he wants. And
I stand corrected. They called a jump ball there, Mark, so Fredericktown has to inbound, and it'll be Carpenter who actually gets fouled there on the drive. Third against the Green Wave. Mass with the kick out. Bellman from the corner rings the bell.
Great inbound set there. Newark Catholic had no idea what they were doing with that flat four on the baseline. Double screen, open three ball, and he nailed it. 11-0 lead here for the Freddies.
Nearly a travel, and that one spins out two, caromed hard off the glass from Moorhead. Carpenter looking to push the pace. Slings it to Bellman, kick out, Mass now off the drive. And another nice feed in traffic, this time affecting the shot was Newark Catholic, and they'll get a foul.
It was a good take, Rule just didn't finish, got a little too deep on that drive. But the struggles continue for the Green Wave offensively. 0 for 14 from the field, 0 from 2 from the free throw line. Almost a quarter in play with no points.
They'll work it side to side, double team comes. Look at a wide open look from Helms, back iron. Trevor Bellman bailed out a little bit as he ran through the defender, but it's going to be a blocking foul here against the Green Wave.
Just a step too late trying to slide over there. Bellman already was getting past his hip. But you know, this Newark Catholic team, despite their record, because of their strength of schedules we talked about in the opening pregame show, they were the number 7 seed in the Central District in Division IV. So they garnered a lot of respect because of the teams that they played and the losses that they had. So, you know, this is a solid ball club going into the Division IV Central District tournament. And so far, it's been all Freddies.
Green Wave do get a turnover here on the traveling violation. Xavier Mullins that time. And I believe every senior now has been into the lineup here for the Freddies in this opening quarter, as it should be on senior night, Mark.
Exactly, especially when you're playing a non-league game. It's perfect time to get all these guys out there, reward them for what they've done for your program, and it's good to see them coming out and playing well. Newark Catholic misses another 3.
Yeah, Cecil way off the mark with that one as Carpenter pulls up, free throw line, boom.
That just shows the athleticism and skill right there. Lost the dribble, off balance, was able to gather himself, elevate, and knock down the 16, 17-footer. Pure stroke there, and nothing but the bottom for Cade Carpenter.
The night definitely has been aided by just poor shooting performance here from Newark Catholic. But for the Freddies and their fans, I mean, come on, 13-0 here on senior night, packed house. This is great.
13-0, and they've been off to a great start so far shooting the basketball. 6 of 10, taking care of it, just 4 turnovers so far. Getting a lot of people involved. Good start here for the Freddies.
And as you look over on the opposing sideline in the bleachers, you know, you see some fists balled up on some chins and some concerned looks on some parents and some fans' faces. They just want some points.
Well, the frustration has to be, extremely difficult for for Newark Catholic. As we talked about, it's not like they've played poorly. They've played well. They've executed their sets. They've gotten open looks. They've moved the basketball from side to side. They've done everything you want to do, just haven't been able to get the ball to go down. Now they're going to come out in a little 1-4 set, high post, see if they get a back cut layup. Didn't get it. Now they're going to come double down. Forced shot. That's tough.
Results in an air ball there for Griffin Erdorovsky.
We just talk about getting the good looks, and then they force a contested three. But that also may be one where you look up and there's 27 seconds to go in the quarter and your team hasn't scored. You're desperate.
So the Freddies, you would imagine, they're going to try to hold for the final shot here of the frame and keep the shutout going into the second. Instead, quick shot off target, and it's going to stay down here.
Well, they were able to get the possession back because the ball was tipped out of bounds, but I don't think that's the shot they're going to want here in the next week or two in tournament play. That quick shot with 11 seconds to go. Same set on the other side. Instead of the three, they got the quick look from two.
Lester, a couple opportunities now. Mullins. See if the third time's a charm as he'll go to the free throw line. And second and third chance opportunities here for Fredericktown, giving them an opportunity to try to extend this out to as many as 15 points in the opening frame.
When we talked about the emotion of senior night, the Freddies have definitely handled it. Come out here and played really well in this first quarter.
Here comes the second offering from Mullins, looking to get on the board. And that one rolls around the rim. Down to 3 seconds. Newark Catholic got to get the shot up quick, and they will not, as they are scoreless heading into quarter number 2, and the Freddies enjoying a 13-0 cushion on senior night.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
I'm Kate Carpenter, and you're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
Looking more like a football score here on the hardwood tonight, with Fredericktown leading it 13-zip as we're just about set for the second quarter to tip off. And man, you want to talk about icy shooting conditions despite a beautiful day outside, Mark. What's Newark Catholic looking like right now?
0 for 17 from the floor, 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the first quarter. But knowing Coach Schwab and knowing the tradition at Newark Catholic, they're going to battle. They're not just going to quit on you here. They're going to continue to battle.
That was their 7th offensive rebound, but it hasn't resulted in anything yet in terms of the scoreboard. Now Carpenter looking to go at Mullins. He attacks left side, gives it up. Open three from the corner. Too strong that time from Bellman. Another quick trigger from outside. Bit of a forced shot there from Owen Helms.
Yeah, the struggle continues here. Contested shot, not what Newark Catholic wants. You'd like to think that they can maybe get themselves into a situation where they can get a defensive stop and try to get something in transition, get something going to the basket, a layup, little 4 or 5 footer, a floater, get back to the free throw line, something, get something easy. Great pass from Carpenter.
Pretty finish, though, too, by Teagan Rule. That 1-2 punch has hooked up a couple of occasions so far here tonight.
Newark Catholic goes to the high ball screen, trying to get some isolation here. Nice job slipping the screen. Didn't see what's on the cut.
Stanley over the top of the double team. From the corner, Helms, who missed the three last possession. Same result this time. And last touch by the Green Wave.
Well, Fredericktown went to a little bit of a trap there, and it just left the open shooter. But again, the way Newark Catholic's been shooting it, just couldn't get it to go. At some point here, you start to have some sympathies and empathy for the Newark Catholic kids. And talked during the quarter break, seen a lot of basketball games over the years, never seen a boys team go scoreless. And now here we are, minute and a half into the second quarter, and still nothing for the Green Wave.
It's been a highly unusual shot. Percentages show you're almost never going to go 0 for 19. Meanwhile, at the other end, Carpenter sizzles that one in. He's got 4 points now.
We'll see here if Newark Catholic can take advantage of. Fredericktown runs the trap, try to get it. Instead, they try to go post ISO. Good job, move the ball side to side.
Now back on the block, the kick out from Morris to Franks. And he's going to go to the free throw line. If this is against Carpenter, it looked like he got a whole lot of the ball. Let's check it out on the Knox Community Hospital replay. Might have bumped him, though.
May have got him down low with the left hip. It was clean up top, but the official was right there on it.
So this is Bobby Franks, 6'2" senior, looking to end the shutout, and he will. I'm pretty happy to at least get that one up there.
I'm with you. You know, we come to call these games, we don't cheer for either team, but in this case, it was nice to see Newark Catholic get one on the board there.
And a big relief from the crowd over there wearing the Green Wave shirts, too. 2 for 2, so the ball can go through at that end, Mark.
The ball will go through.
We have confirmed. I was starting to second guess. Thought maybe there were some tricks being played here on senior night.
But now you're Newark Catholic. You look at it, you're like, okay, we've scored. It's still a lot of time to go. It's only 15. It could be a lot worse at this point. So see if they sit down and continue to battle. Carpenter's going to try to change that, though.
Mullins working off of him. Traveled after he got bumped there off the catch. So Newark Catholic, after those 2 points, force a giveaway here, Mark, and a chance for them to try to generate a little bit of some momentum.
Yeah, we'll see if they try to go right back inside, attack the basket, get something easy, get to the free throw line. Little up screen there, try to get the switch. Opening up the post. Just not a lot of movement on the backside, occupying those helpers. And without getting that backside movement, what that does is it allows those helpers to stay there. That's how Carpenters come over, and we got one clean block, almost got a second one, but you definitely have to move those helpers. If not, they're just going to stand there and wait on those cutters.
Comes Franks on the attack, lost the handle.
Good defense there by the Freddies. Ball went on the floor, and they got after it.
Oh, Carpenter off the setup there from Bellman. Seen some nice vision on the passing in the interior tonight for Fredericktown.
It's one thing you like to see from the Freddies. You've seen them multiple times this year, and when you see them, this team plays together. They move the basketball, they share it. They don't worry about who's getting the points. They just want to play well together, and it's nice to see it's good basketball they play.
And that's going to come when you got 7 seniors on the roster. They've grown up together, been playing basketball for a number of years with one another. Just that feel that they have out here on the floor. I mean, you definitely, you sense it, you feel it, and you see it.
It's a lot of time they've spent together. You know when somebody's going to run that hard cut or if they're going to come a certain way off that screen, and all that time and effort pays off. And it definitely has the last couple seasons here for Fredericktown.
We'll get one senior checking in. Ben Mast for another. Cade Carpenter going to get a quick breather. And Tegan Rule, not a big fan of the call. We'll take a second look here on our KCH replay.
Yeah, just did a real good job burying him deep in the post. Rule kind of had the arm bar in the back. When you step out of that block area, that arm bar's still there. A lot of times they're going to call it, but You know, these teams are almost mirror images offensively. Both teams trying to set some down screens, get some movement, and try to attack the post area with that wing post feed. Obviously, Fredericktown's done it a lot better so far tonight. But you can see the identity that Newark Catholic has offensively.
They've had excellent ball movement around the perimeter. And a nice feed off the cut. And more free throws coming up here for Bobby Franks.
Yeah, real good job playing off the post. Wing entry, or entry from the wing to the high post, then runs that baseline back cut. Didn't get the shot to go, but a chance to step to the free throw line and add to it.
First one good from Franks. And he'll go 2 for 2.
So they've stepped to the free throw line now, 4 of 6 from the line, but still scoreless from the field.
And all 4 points for Newark Catholic coming at the charity stripe. But a giveaway here for Fredericktown. So still just a 14-point game here, Mark.
Yeah, Fredericktown has had a chance here to really put some space between them and Newark Catholic, and 6 turnovers so far on the night, and just haven't been able to really bury them like we thought they may have with the offensive limitations Newark Catholic's had here early.
Nice bounce pass in traffic, and Joe Stanley provides the first bucket of the night.
And there we go for Newark Catholic. First field goal attempt, or first field goal made on 23 attempts tonight. And yet they're down 12, as you talked about. Now for Fredericktown here, a little bit different look. Carpenter in the high post. See if they try to feed it to him and play off of a high-low action, or let him go one-on-one.
Turning in traffic off the square, too strong that time for Lester. Green Wave can't continue their 4-0 run, but a jump ball. Carpenter certainly felt like he came away with it without equal contact of the basketball, and makes a valid point, but possession arrow still will favor the Freddies.
It's Freddies. Fredericktown going to the same set. Now they're going to spin Carpenter off of it.
Lester all alone. Carpenter, second look is good.
Carpenter just doing work in the post. Kicked it out to the open shooter. The 3 ball didn't drop, but he went to work on that backside offensive glass. Able to rebound, gather, and finish. Good job there by Cade.
Yeah, the silky-haired senior's got 7 points on the night, leading all scorers. And that one dribbled over the end line, so the Freddies force a giveaway.
Just an unforced turnover there. He had the baseline drive. Corner shooter with the wing as the extra. Unfortunately, he dribbled it out of bounds.
Carpenter picked up his bounce, now comes up top here for Bellman.
Fredericktown doing a real nice job spacing the floor. When you get that spacing, it's hard to guard.
Carpenter airmailed that one. Brought a big smile to his face, a wry grin. But back-to-back turnovers now for the Green Wave. Newark Catholic checking in Nathan Riggleman for the first time this evening. Dom Thompson, who started the game, back on the floor now for the Freddies.
Freddies run the flex offense, got the good look off the flex cut.
And Brady Lester comes through, looked like even fighting through a little bit of contact, forcing a timeout here from the Green Wave. Another nice entry pass by Fredericktown, and they've probably got about 4 assists all going into traffic there in the lane, and they've been able to put them away, Mark. So a lot of friendliness here tonight for the Freddies. They've been sharing it well.
They have. They shared the ball, and we talked about the floor spacing. They did such a good job in that offensive set, running that flex offense. They got the spacing, so when they came off of that flex cut, again, there were no helpers. Anybody that's going to sag in there, they're just one pass away. So that takes that help side defender out of the play, and they were able to get that flex cut for the little catch and score. So Fredericktown may have found a little something here they can continue to work on and exploit on the offensive end as they've increased the lead to 22-6 here with 2:22 to go.
Diving into some of our online comments, and I see Linda Oswald saying, "Go Freddies" on the Facebook. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Linda. Not a lot of chatter going down on our YouTube chat, so if you're out there watching live and free, definitely do drop us a line. Love hearing from you, the fans out there on both Facebook and YouTube. And if you feed us some material, we will read it right here on air and make you a part of the broadcast. That's what it's all about with the Fan Zone here on the OH Report. Love you guys out there. .2:15 to go here before the half. Newark Catholic sitting on just 6 points, all of them coming here in the second quarter. And off the hesitation and kick out, trying to get a clean look, and they will up top. Eli Morris, who buried a 3-pack of trifectas in their last game, got his first of the night here.
Well, and that's what they need to extend this defense. Fredericktown's doing a real good job of digging to the post, doubling, because when that ball's got kicked out from the post, Green Wave just not been able to hit shots. Got to make them pay for that if they're going to double down low.
Mass can't match it at the other end, but it leaks out right place, right time for Lester. This time, Eli off the bounce, jump stop, pretty play.
Good take there by Morris. Saw that little seam in the defense, and he got there quick, elevated and finished.
So last 5 points for Newark Catholic, all belonging to Eli Morris. We'll see if the last 5 will belong to this gentleman. They will not. Carpenter with the offensive board, fighting through the contacts, plus another one on the way.
Well, again, Carpenter just doing work on the glass. That's just putting in the time and effort, because he saw the shot going up, worked hard to get into the right position, got that balance on him, elevated and snatched that rebound and went back up and scored. You know, Carpenter just doing a real good job of getting to that backside glass, knowing where that ball's going to come off at.
3 points the old-fashioned way for Cade. As we're sub 1 minute to go here in quarter number 2. Freddies with a 16-point cushion on senior night. Predominantly playing seniors so far in this contest too. I think Bellman's the only player to get in that's not a 12th grader.
That's good ball movement there by Newark Catholic. Attacked the double off the entry. He's able to get a skip and an extra. But Freddie's going to hold for the last one here. 16-point lead.
Mass will call out Lester, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by Fredericktown. So Coach Deibling going to draw something up here with 18 ticks left, and would love to go into the break with a couple more points on the board. Just create a little bit more space after, what was it, 0 for 23 start here for Newark Catholic?
Yeah, and if you're Fredericktown, this is great for them. They're in a situation where you can practice end of quarter, end of game kind of situation, and your sets as you're getting ready for tournament play in live action. So 18 seconds to go here. Work on stuff that you work on in practice, except now you're not going against your JV team or some of your lower end varsity guys. You're going against Newark Catholic's best 5. See if you can get out here and you're going to get this simulation, run what you're going to run in a sectional final or district semifinal when you need to score at the end. Great job here, or great opportunity here for Fredericktown to get some work in, in a game that non-league doesn't mean a lot, but yet it does have a lot of repercussions here for them as they get ready for tournament play.
See what the Freddies cook up.
Well, Newark Catholic makes the adjustment coming out of the timeout. They change to the 2-3 zone. Coach Dibley calling out special. Screen the outside of the zone.
Carpenter down to 4 seconds, attacks. Good body control, missed it, but the follow is there for Brady Lester to take us into the break. One more look at the finish here by number 11.
Well, the theme continues, being aggressive on the offensive glass. 8th offensive rebound of the half, and they get it to go. Extend that lead to 18.
And that is the cushion for Fredericktown with 2 quarters in the books here on senior night, hearing it loud and proud from their student section. Loving what they're seeing so far from the Freddies. Stick around for our Alumni Roofing halftime. Me and Mark will tell you our thoughts on the first half, give you some stats, and get you all ready for the last 2 quarters of play. It's live and free and only on the OH Report, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Yo, these are the bomb!
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White!
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to.
What are these?
We call them popcorners.
Say their name. Popcorners!
Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe.
7! You make 7!
7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom, vroom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dying.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Okay, I'm Coach Derek Dibling. You're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
welcome you back inside the Freddies Nest for our Alumni Roofing halftime show. And it's not just about the seniors here tonight, Mark. Fredericktown, they are doing it big. They are doing it right. Everybody getting in on the action, as I believe this is the 7th grade team here, but they've gone all the way down the ranks, beginning with the 2nd grade unit and having everybody come out to center stage. I mean, it's just a good time all the way around.
It's a good time all the way around. It's another great way to build the program. Get those young guys out there, get them in front of the crowd, be part of this, get them used to coming to the gym. It's all part of building that program.
And it definitely helps with the ticket sales, too.
Absolutely. It doesn't hurt the bottom line.
I think this is the biggest crowd that I've seen at Fredericktown so far, the games that I've got an opportunity to cover this season. So really awesome atmosphere here tonight, and you gotta be happy if you are a fan of the kids wearing the white uniforms. They got 29 points, the opponents just 11 tonight, but the story has to be the first 24 shots. I'd really have to calculate it to get an exact, but for Newark Catholic, they were shooting about 5% from the floor.
Yes, I mean, it ended up for the half, they were 3 of 26. So, you're looking at around 11% for the half. Yeah. And, 1 of 13 from 3, just a struggle for them offensively. So, fortunately for them, they were able to get the free throw line 6 times, made 4 of them to get, to get some points. But, scoreless first quarter, but they were able to put 11 up in the second and down 29-11 at the half.
13 made field goals so far for the Freddies. They've done a nice job of moving the basketball around, finding some friends. They're probably been half those buckets have had an assist attached to them, and pretty clean for them too. Just the 6 giveaways, foul shots, the only place where they don't really have an advantage so far in the game. 2 of 5, 4 of 6 on the other side for the Green Wave. But just an excellent start here for the Freddies. Obviously, they're in the pole position to close out their regular season with a big win here at home in front of a big-time crowd. They got the band all excited and fired up. So, I mean, the good vibes and the juju, it's flowing here in Freddytown, I tell you what.
Well, you look at the first half stats and you touched on the field goal. Fredericktown's also struggling a little bit from long distance, just 1 of 7 from three-point land, but inside the arc, where they have made a living all season long, they've continued to thrive. 12 of 19, most of those being deep paint touches or offensive rebounds. And, so that 2 to 6 foot area near the basket where they just pound the ball to the post and use that size and strength that we have seen them use all year.
Sure.
They've been so efficient and so good in that area, and I'm sure they're going to continue to come out and try to exploit that in the second half.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of getting some cuts inside and getting the basketball to players moving their way towards the hoop. So for Fredericktown, all smiles, 2 thumbs up for them here in this first half. For the Green Wave, I don't know that a lot really has to change here in the second half, Mark. The energy and effort was there. They were attacking the offensive glass. They were doing a pretty decent job defensively. Sometimes it just feels like there's a lid on the hoop, and you can't win a game if you can't make a shot, and that was the case for them, missing their first 23 in a row. I bet for the next 20 years of Newark Catholic basketball, they won't experience something like that again.
I'm sure they're hoping that they won't at least. Because, they did. They came out and they ran some really good stuff as expected. They ran some great sets, did a good job of reading what the defense was doing in those sets. They made the right read. It's just when they got the open look, it just simply would not go down. Open jumper from outside the three-point line, little 6-footer on the baseline, attack the basket, little baby hook from 4 feet out. The ball just simply wouldn't go in for them. But for them, they have to be in there at halftime talking about how bad it was, and yet you're still only down 18.
Not bad.
You got the looks you want. You come out, you make some shots, get it to 12 by the end of the third quarter, and you play from there. So, I'm sure that they were trying to play on the positives inside the locker room, and especially when you shoot that poorly, the last thing you want to go in there and do is destroy their confidence even more. I'm sure Coach Schwab is in there trying to build them up, get them confident, and say, just relax and shoot it, fellas. Just act like you're outside, at your hoop or an open gym, relax and shoot it. And we'll see if they can come out and try to cut into this Fredericktown lead.
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Schwab. I watched him in the first half, and he never looked disappointed, never got down on the guys. A lot of clapping, a lot of just trying to pick up some heads and telling them, guys, it's going to go in eventually. So that's got to be tough sometimes, of course, when you've been playing well here these last couple of weeks after a long losing skid, 0-8 to start 2023. And then you come in here tonight and things don't go your way. So we'll see if they come out with a little bit more confidence to start this third quarter, and I think an early basket mark definitely would help the cause, because our key to the game was, how about a quick hot start? And, man, they could not have had more opposite.
Exactly. And, you know, the other thing is, if you're Newark Catholic, I would guess you're also talking about, let's just focus on playing well. Don't play the scoreboard. Play the possession. And a lot of teams get caught scoreboard watching instead of just playing and trying to win every possession. If you're Newark Catholic, you're in a situation where next week you go into tournament play as the number 7 seed.
Right.
You're taking on Fairfield Christian, who's a 4 seed. Very winnable game to get yourself into a district semifinal. Let's focus on the second half, give ourselves a boost, get some momentum, play well to try to push us into a successful first game of tournament. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going here.
They will have the basketball to start our third quarter play.
Well, just from the inbound set, they're going to go right back, it looks like, to that 1-4 set they finished the second quarter with, that they were able to get some good looks. Back cut and flare screen.
Nice hesitation. Couple of them now. Freddie did a nice job of recovering, but that one to Morris on the money, and the first points of the second half for Newark Catholic. Well,
real nice possession. So second half, it only took them about 20 seconds to get their first basket of the half. First half, it was about 9.5 minutes.
Meanwhile, Ben Mass could knock it down at the other end, but here's Brady Lester. Too strong, though, with the pass ahead. And we'll go back and look at the first bucket here that we had, and 3 Freddies all in around the ball. Excellent bounce pass in traffic, leading to the first 2 points here in the third.
Not sure what the delay was. Something out on the floor or something. The officials stopped the game. We're trying to get something fixed.
I think Owen Helms might have a little blood coming off of his forehead is what it looks like, because he keeps touching it, and looks like he's got a towel over there and he's being tended to. So he'll have to check out here momentarily and be replaced by Griffin Udorovsky.
It looks like they got it stopped. He'll probably be checking back in here soon. Newark Catholic staying that 1-4 set. UCLA cut, post ISO. Really banging down there in the post.
Nice shot here from Morris.
Well, a quick 5-0 start here. A 5-0 run for Newark Catholic. Start second half.
He's into double-figure scoring now with 10.
Suddenly a game that felt like Fredericktown had in complete control is down to a 13-point game.
Carpenter, the other high point man in the game with 10, won't be 12 here. Now they're looking for Morris in the paint, calling for it. And they'll keep possession as Helms will check back in.
And just to reiterate, I really enjoy watching these two basketball teams because they both understand their identity and what they're good at. They're not out there trying to figure things out. They know how they want to play. It's just a matter of executing it.
Helms with a nice fake. They set it up. Eli had the hot hand. First couple baskets belonged to him. And now Carpenter somehow saves it inbounds. And block shot there. Tegan Rule almost with some nice footwork collected himself. But all ball from the backside.
All ball on the help side. Good job sprinting the floor. Taking away what looked like an easy basket. Great job on the inbounds play. Good hard cut to the basket by Rule.
So the second try here for Tegan in traffic, same spot this time, much different resort. The contact and the bucket at the free throw line, looking for 32 points here as a unit. And Tegan's now got 11 on the night.
Again, Newark Catholic doesn't need to try to get it all back at once. Just gradually chip into the lead.
Udorovsky from downtown.
Not the gamble you want to take. Gamble out front. The extra pass leads to a wide open shooter. And they made him pay with the 3.
Things tightening up just a bit here. 13-point margin now.
Fredericktown goes back to the flex. Newark Catholic forces the turnover.
Helms coast to coast. Would have been a tough finish. He's fouled. And he'll have a couple of free throws on the way.
Acrobatic look, almost got it to go down. But we talked about how competitive Newark Catholic athletics are. These kids are not going to quit, and they've come out here and they're going to play till the end. They work their way back into a chance to cut it to 11.
And the whole complexion of this game starting to change now.
And even the body language, you look over at the Fredericktown bench, arms crossed, guys leaning back, not really engaged into the game. Newark Catholic's got a little bit of energy as they continue this hot start to the second half.
Freddies searching for an answer. See if they can get it with Carpenter down on the block. Tough move inside, and he swirls it in.
Well, and I think if you're Newark Catholic, when Carpenter catches it down there on the block, you are going to have to double him. You leave him down there ISO'd one-on-one, you're in for a lot of trouble because he is going to execute a post move or something and finish most of those chances.
Oh, wow. 2 shots coming up. Offhand for Carpenter. Got the clean block, though. At least it seemed.
I think Rule's going to get the foul. No.
It is going to be on Cade, his second.
It looked like Carpenter got it clean up top. It looked like Rule got him maybe on the arm as he was driving it, but steps to the line, you can't convert.
Helms had knocked down his previous 2. And 1 for 2 this time. Bellman lobs it inside. Nice cut there by Tegan Rule.
And just back to work on the block. Get to the right block, throw it to him, and let Rule go to work down there, and he scores again. Just so efficient offensively when they get the ball to the post.
Fredericktown from the corner, well short this time. Second opportunity here, and Carpenter comes away with the theft. Here's Cade in traffic, and he gets fouled. Carpenter pretty good with the basketball in the open floor there.
But a good foul by the Green Wave because he was probably going to go down and finish that one. And probably with some authority.
Yeah, he's a heck of a leaper. On the Joe Show a couple of weeks ago, he ranked the top dunkers in the area, and he had Carpenter ranked at number 6 in North Central Ohio. Though he's lobbing it inside, and that 1-2 punch is there yet again. Rule off the setup from Carpenter. I think that combo's got about 3 of those such takes tonight.
And they continue to just pound the ball down there, and when they do that, they're scoring.
Nice help presented that time by Cade. Forced the pass inside to Morris. And almost kept in bounds. Carpenter, though, with the catch. Now here's Cade, long 2 off the square.
Kiss off the glass, gotta love it. Old school. Great ball movement though by the Freddies. Got that quick reversal, able to get it going. Coach Schwab's gonna call the timeout here as the leads balloon back up to 18.
29 combined points tonight for these two right here, Tegan Rule and Cade Carpenter. Good looking shot, Tim Duncan-esque there.
Pretty good combination, the two of them. And, you know, and you watch Fredericktown, and as efficient and good as they are getting the ball to the post, you have to think that as they get into tournament play and they run up against some of these better teams, you would think that teams are going to be doubling down in the post or play zone and just force the Freddies to make perimeter jumpers.
Sure.
Because if not, if you leave Rule or Carpenter down there on the block one-on-one, they're going to score on you. They're going to get to the free throw line. So I would think as you start looking at this and teams are scouting, I would think if you have Fredericktown coming up, you're looking at them going, stop the post play, stop the post play, because they are one of the best teams in the area of getting the ball to where they want it down there and going to work.
And it's really developed here over the second half of the season. They're looking for their 9th win in their last 11, and I think that's been kind of the catapult for them, is just understanding they've got that great two-man game, and if you go inside, good things are going to happen. They've done an excellent job of it here tonight, and it's a big reason why they're on top by 18.
And it's truly a unique way to play in today's world where everybody's fallen in love with just launching the three.
Absolutely.
This is for our older audience, including us maybe, or at least myself. Yeah, throwing the ball down there and going to work down on the block is old school and was the way we played for a long, long time. And they're kind of throwback, and they're really good at it.
Can Newark Catholic come up with another answer? They had it down to as few as 11, and that'll help.
Soft roll there. Good pull-up jumper, free throw line area. So coming out of the timeout, Newark Catholic runs the set they want, get what they look. Good take by Rule. Thought he got fouled, but no call. Will go the other way.
And there's Teagan flying in, getting a piece of that one. Can see visibly still affected by the fact that he didn't get that call at the other end.
And if he's not too physically affected, he's at least selling it to the official so he gets that next call. He's letting him know that you missed one, or at least in his opinion, you missed one.
You owe me, Zebra,
yes.
all right?
Yes. The nonverbal, trying to help you out here, sir or ma'am.
Entry pass will lead to foul number 3 on Cade Carpenter here with the reach in. And I've been impressed so far with Eli Morris's at least willingness to go down low on the block. He's given up 4 inches, probably, 25 pounds, and he's routinely gone down low, and that's taking Carpenter out the game now.
Yeah, he did a real nice job there getting low in the post, and Carpenter just got a little lazy with his feet, didn't move his feet, tried to reach around the top side, and because of that, was able to, or got the foul call, and going to have to go to the bench with 3. So big play there for Newark Catholic. We'll see if they can capitalize with Carpenter on the bench.
He's replaced by Xavier Mullins, who bit out of position there, but the help side by Mast got a piece of it, leading to Rule on the leak out, coast to coast.
Newark Catholic wanted no part of getting in front of that freight train. Good take by Rule.
Yeah, once he gets ahead of steam. This kid's such a standout on the football field. He was the running back, and he kind of plays that way when he attacks in the lane.
Yeah, Newark Catholic had a defender it looked like could have maybe got there to try to take the charge, but he was like, no thanks. We're down 18.
Yeah, sometimes it's best just to live to fight for another play.
Yes.
Not all charges are taken equally. Here's Mullins deep down on the block. Couple of dribbles. Turns over that right shoulder. Can't get his first bucket of the night. But a foul is going to send Brady Lester to the free throw line. He's done some nice work down on the offensive glass so far.
Mullins with the nice catch. Couple dribbles, got himself to the midline. Wasn't able to go, but because of that, was able to circle underneath for the offensive rebound. Chance to add to the lead.
Brady's got 9 points tonight. If he can make the second, he'll be the 3rd Freddie into double figures. And he will cash it out.
And just when you think Newark Catholic's going to make that run and get it under 10 and make this a ball game in the 4th quarter, Fredericktown goes on a little run of their own and gets it back up to 20 in a hurry.
Yeah, largest lead of the night actually for Fredericktown. And they'll have a chance to increase it here. Clean look, Luke Bean. We know that he can launch and hit from deep.
wide open. He said, thank you very much. Knocks down the triple.
Saw being in a huge win against Centerburg that kind of catapulted them on their undefeated K-March. I think he knocked down 6 threes in that game. Now foul taken here as Rule was trying to again get aggressive. That'll be the second assist to Anthony Dry. And now we got a freshman out on the floor here for Coach Travis Schwab with Trey Spurrier. Number 10, 5'10".
Good time to get some young players some experience. 23-point game. You're out there, throw them into the fire a little bit. And Fredericktown immediately takes him to the post. It's just almost not fair.
For the Freddies, probably going to be a completely different narrative here tonight. You want these seniors to get as many minutes and moments as they possibly can, regardless of what the score is, as that's a pretty nice take there up and under for Bobby Franks. Bobby with 6 for the Green Wave. Second leading scorer in the game for them.
A good take on the baseline, high off the glass. Almost drops straight down. On the other end, Fredericktown just a little late and get that entry pass. Deflected out of bounds, but they'll retain possession here with 17.6 to go.
Reach and foul now on Franks, as Mullins had solid position inside. And that's their 4th team foul now, as 17 seconds showing on the clock here, remaining in the third.
We'll see what the Freddies get here. Last time they were in this box set, there was a gap right in the middle of that zone. And I believe it was Rule took advantage. Now instead they're going to change to that flat floor low. First guy's going to flash, second guy's going to try set the double.
Lesser tried to thread it into Bean. Instead, it ends up in the hands of Tegan Rule, and this dude's known what to do with it all night long. Foul on the floor back at the other end, but we'll take a second look here at Tegan. Just coming up with the loose ball. A couple of guys draped around him, doesn't matter.
Size and strength goes up and gets 2 more to give him 19 on the night. Again, for all those young players out there that watch the game on the NBA and the college level, and they see, oh, to score a lot of points, I got to shoot the deep threes, this and that. No, you don't. Rule has 19 tonight, and everything's been in close and at the free throw line.
First points here for Braylon Bates. 6-foot senior got a chance for one more. We'll go 2 for 2. One more opportunity for the Freddies, see if they can get a clean look. This is good if it goes for Bellman. It's off the mark, but Fredericktown extends their lead out to 21 as we head to money time on senior night.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
I'm Kate Carpenter, and you're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
have reached money time here tonight at the Freddies Nest with the home team on senior night well in front. Big lead here for Fredericktown, 49-28, as they are enjoying every last second of it. I'm Brian Skowronski, and Mark Bollinger is joining me. And man, it just seems like there's been a lot of smiles to go around here for Fredericktown, the entire community at large, with the young kids here in the building, everyone being honored, and it's just been kind of a great night to be a part of here at Fredericktown.
It is. It's the smaller communities that you love, because the school is still the center of everything that's done in the community. And a great showing here tonight by the friends and family, the community members who come out to support all the seniors that they honored between the JV and the varsity game. And the Freddies have come out and put on a show for their hometown crowd so far through these first 3 quarters.
And just about every senior in the scoring book so far tonight for Fredericktown. I believe Mast still needs to get his to get on the board. Thompson could use a couple of points himself. We'll see if he can get some right here. Dom will at least get a chance at the free throw line.
Well, right there it shows the togetherness of this group. Cade Carpenter could have easily elevated and shot that. Instead, trying to find a senior teammate, get them some points, get them to the free throw line. Got to love that unity and that brotherhood that the Freddies have. Sharing
is caring, especially with your brothers that you've grown up with, and I guarantee that was a point of emphasis there in between the third and fourth quarter is, hey, Dom hasn't got into the scoring book yet. Now he has. Let's try to find him. Let's get some of the other guys into the scoring action, because, of course, we've already seen Tegan Rule. He's sitting on the bench right now, leading scorer in the game. Carpenter's had a great night, too, so let some of the others get in and get involved.
Absolutely. Great job running the floor there.
Morris has definitely been a bright spot here. 12 points to lead Newark Catholic.
Yeah, he's a real nice player, can catch and score in the post. There he showed his athleticism running the floor. Now he's going to lead the break. Stop and pop. Got it.
Last 4 points all belonging to Morris, who's been the leading scorer for them from my research about the last 4 or 5 games too. So he's starting to hit a hot stretch as they're getting close to tournament time. Carpenter swirls out. So the Green Wave trying to throw a flurry here early in the fourth. I think Xavier got a little piece of that one. And now Thompson back the other way. His first bucket.
We'll start this fourth. Saw Newark Catholic really trying to create some tempo, get some quick possessions, able to score quick, but now another turnover, and the Freddies are going to take it. Carpenter's going to get to the rack.
Bowling his way to get down on the block for the shot. I think this is one that typically Cade's going to finish. Just spun out on him.
And that's one where he just realized it was just man on man, and he was just like, stop me. If you can stop me, stop me. Very few guys are going to stop that. Good job getting his front shoulder past him, drawing the foul.
Carpenter with his 15th point here on senior night. A beloved member of the Fredericktown community and by some other communities too. He's the only player I've ever heard get a shout out from a different school in a post-game interview before.
That's impressive.
I mean, the kid's got some cachet all the way around KMAC land. And speaking of KMAC country, Mount Gilead girls opened up in tournament action tonight at home, a game that you could have watched live and free, and they made light work of Ridgedale 44-24. Big win for them, so they are moving on to the second round as that one tickles the twine from downtown there for Newark Catholic. 9 points now for Morris. Franks, rather.
Newark Catholic showing a little bit different defense, trying to get some double teams, attacking a little bit more in the half-court look. But again, you've got the answer. Rule goes to the bench. Carpenter says, don't worry, the show shall continue.
I mean, watch this step through, folks.
Yeah, good footwork.
Taking a page out of Kid's sister's book. Callie Carpenter, the leading scorer in the regular season as just a sophomore in the KMAC, and that's where she is really gifted. So, I don't know, maybe Cade had it first and showed her, or maybe she showed him a little something in the driveway.
I'm sure it's just who you ask.
Yeah, good point there. Here's Carpenter from the top of the key. And he throws it right off the back that time of Franks, trying to lob it inside to Mullins.
Well, Cade was trying to make a play for a teammate, trying to get some other guys involved. Unfortunately, he got his jerseys mixed up, threw it right off the back, but the night he's had, I'm sure nobody's going to care on that one.
Another rainbow three falls, this time from Joe Stanley.
So Newark Catholic showing a little bit of life here, gotten some threes to drop. Still playing hard. Getting a little step back. Gets it to go.
Deficit back down to 17. 5 minutes remaining.
So the Green Wave now 6 of 22 from three-point land on the night.
And it looks like Carpenter probably checking out for the final time this evening, being replaced by Brady Lester.
When you mentioned the Mount Gilead girls and getting a win tonight in tournament play, of course they won the KMAC. But you look at the guys' side, and you know, we're watching a Fredericktown team that went undefeated in the KMAC.
Yeah.
Won it all, and they go into the district tournament, into the draw, and they get a 9 seed.
I think they got to be a little irked by that, right?
I wonder if there's a little edge to the Freddies, if there'll be a little chip on the shoulder about no respect or the lack of respect that they were given by a lot of the coaches in the Central District. You know, I know they've struggled a little bit outside of conference, but
sure.
You know, after tonight, I think they're going to have 15 wins. It looks like they're going to have 15 wins. A little bit lower seed than I thought. And I'm guessing that, you know, Coach Dibling might remind them a little bit of that as they get into tournament play.
And I do have respect for the coaches that they just love those banner headlines that they can use to motivate their guys. Any newspaper clipping or something you see on social media. Beautiful feed there by Lester.
Well, you use every resource you have at your disposal because, you know, it may be that one little thing that you need to get your team over the edge, even if it's just you get them a little bit more focused for practice. You know, where they're coming in and it's like, okay, we've got 4 days and then we play a game against a Liberty Union, I believe, so they play in the first round, who's a 17 seed. All right, it's a game we should probably win. We show up. Well, attention getters, yep. refocusing. And, you know, if they can get by Liberty Union, they'll probably have, I think it's Heath as the number 7 seed. It's going to be a tough matchup. But, yeah, just Fredericktown being a 9 seed is a little bit surprising, and it'll be interesting to see how they do fare as they get into tournament play.
Luke Bean short this time from downtown. Long rebound comes out and collected by Stanley. Helms back iron. Rebound secured there by Bean. He's got a couple of those. So both Mullins and Mast still need to hit a bucket here to get in the scoring column on senior night. See if Ben can get some here. He will.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest way or probably the way they designed it, but it got in the scorebook, and that's all that matters.
Now here's Thompson off the rebound, pushing back the other way. Dom off his own foot and out of bounds, but take one more look there at, kind of looked like Lester shoveling it to him after he lost his balance. Mast there to put it away and then help up his teammate.
Not the prettiest assist he's ever had, but he will take it. It's still going in the stat sheet. You know, coaches, fans, everybody always looks at the game and the old what if at the end. But, you know, you think about this. You look, we're at a 22-point game. It was 17-0 to start.
Yeah.
You know, Newark Catholic has to just be kicking themselves as far as, like, you know, we could have been right in that game if we could have just got anything to go early. But give Fredericktown credit. They did what they had to do.
Looks like we're going to get a foul on the floor here before the shot. It's going to go against Brady Lester, his second, team foul number 5 on the Freddies. And Lester checks out to a big ovation here from the home cheering section. Mullins now with the board. Just 3 minutes remaining here in fourth quarter action. And there's a three for Grant Hartley. Fan favorite here.
He was feeling it. He caught it. As soon as he let it go, he knew it was going in.
So good, it deserves a second look here. And you're right, he admired that baby,
He
didn't
admired it.
Oh,
and
man.
I love the reaction from the bench. He knew it was going in. His teammates all come to their feet. They knew it was going in. Again, just another great moment on senior night. Special nights around Ohio on senior night in high school gyms.
That one in and out. Another rebound here for Thompson on the wing. Running with him is Will Strebe. And here he is. We'll see if he'll pop the cork. He will. Mullins with the rebound. And he's going to be fouled.
Well, they're trying everything they can to get him a basket. Student section's encouraging him every time he gets a touch. They want him to shoot it.
And the game within the game, just getting the net back down into a playable position. And here is Mullins, still sitting at a goose egg on the night, match in his jersey. He's had 2 free throw attempts so far. We'll see if he can break the streak here and knock this down. It almost looks like he's getting a pep talk from the official too. Hey, you got this,
You
baby.
got this. I'm going to say he gets the first one at least here.
Well, putting a
Why
little
would
bit of
I say
pressure
that?
now. Couple of fresh bodies back in the mix here now for the Freddies. Looks like we're going to get a sophomore, Luke Overholt. And I don't have a number 12 anywhere on here. Oh, it's a 13, okay.
Attaboy.
So every single senior with at least 1 point tonight for Fredericktown, as it should be. And that's no easy task when you got 7 of them, Mark.
Yeah, getting them all playing time, getting them all in the scorebook. Good job by Coach Dibling and his staff. And now they get to sit there and relax and watch these younger players finish it out. Conclude a regular season at 15-7.
That one well off target. And I don't have any idea who number 13 is. He's the only one not listed on our roster here, Mark. But that's okay. He can be mystery player tonight. We'll see if he gets a bucket.
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully he scores. They can announce him.
Yes. Here he goes. Oh, he's going to go to the free throw line at least. Take a second look at this drive.
Good job. Ball fake to the baseline side. Defender opens up his hip. He takes advantage. Inside drive. Creates contact. Gets the free throw line.
So out on the floor here for Fredericktown, we've got Justin Woodring, number 23. Number 15, Will Strebe. Number 20, Grant Hartley. And number 10, Luke Overholt. And the gentleman at the line is, oh, you didn't find out? I thought you got some insider info.
I tried, they weren't sure. But he made the free throw.
So mystery player, 2 for 2 from the free throw stripe. And Newark Catholic with an and one. What? Yeah? Or a travel. Traveling violation, so wipe out the bucket. Down to the final 60 seconds of senior night. Bunch of youngsters running around out here now. That one a little bit short from Overholt. And nobody gets back on defense. It doesn't cost the Freddies. Riggleman can't send it through. And a traveling violation called here on Woodring.
And the coaching staffs on both sides are sitting there, standing there, just trying, not sure, do you smile, do you smirk, encourage? You're letting them play, but you want them to play well, wanting everybody to do their best.
Nice looking pass right there to Braden Error. So he comes through. Let's see if one more Freddie can get in the scoring column. Woodring down on the block, fires, and he'll score. And that will count. But Fredericktown with a 26-point beatdown tonight as they knock off Newark Catholic here at home on senior night. Great environment all the way around. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will have our Alumni Roofing post-game show that will include probably multiple interviews with some players of the game. Heck, we'll see if we can get all 7 seniors to come up here and talk to us about the season that they've enjoyed here at Fredericktown. So keep it here. We'll be right back live and free on the OH Report.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to. What are these? We call them popcorners.
Say their name.
Popcorners. Take! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe. 7! You make 7! 7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I will soon. Know as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my broom. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dying.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Okay, I'm Coach Derek Dibling. You're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
We are back now with our Mike's Marathon Towing and Repair Players of the Game. All these seniors so good we couldn't just pick one, so we've got all 7 Freddies seniors joining us right now. And Xavier Mullins, you got the mic first, so just break it down for me. Senior night from start to finish, there was a lot of people in the building, the biggest crowd I think I've seen so far. What was this experience like for you on your final home game of the regular season?
It was a great experience. It was a great crowd to come out and support us tonight, and I'm glad we got the win.
And there at the free throw line at the end, you were the last senior not yet in the scoring column. Did you feel a little bit of pressure after you missed that first free throw?
Yeah, a little bit, but then I calmed back down and was able to knock down the second one.
You did that, so that was nice. It was great for you, of course, to get the point, and then everybody got some points here tonight. Pass it down to Ben Mass. You, too, you got in the scoring book there in the fourth quarter. Was that a little bit of a relief that you were able to get that bucket?
I mean, scoring's kind of the last thing on my list. I kind of just, look for my teammates. I'm always going to be a pass-first guy, but I really try and get after it on the defensive end.
And how would you describe just the environment and the atmosphere here tonight? Obviously, on the home bleachers, man, it was packed out, the biggest student section I've seen.
Yeah, we really appreciate the support. It's just crazy after last year with how rough we started. Everybody still came out and supported us. And then the student section, man, they really get after it for us, so we appreciate all of Freddie Nation.
All right, pass it down now. Brady Lester, big win for you guys here tonight. Tell me about the beginning of the game. You force a goose egg in the first quarter. I got to imagine that's the first quarter you've had a shutout all year, right?
Yep. We just worked on our defense. We knew we had to come out hard, and we know that Newark Catholic, if we let them shoot threes, wide open threes, they're going to go in. This is going to be a tough game. So we know we had to, close out, box out, get rebounds, and just play tough defense.
So coming into tonight, that's what you guys expected was Newark Catholic to shoot the three?
Yep. Yeah. So.
How did that springboard you guys to success, the fact that they had 0 points after the first quarter? That had to take a little bit of pressure off your shoulders.
Yeah, it honestly lit a fire underneath us, and, it just – the crowd was so into it, and it was just such a great environment to play in, and I loved it, and I loved playing with my team. So it was a great time.
All right, Luke Bean, you're able to knock down a three like you seem to always do when you check into the game. So it's just always the hot hand, right? You got to be looking for it when you're downtown.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I like to do, and I got one to fall tonight, so I'm appreciative.
How would you rate the satisfaction of getting a win on senior night? Not everybody gets to cap off their careers like this, so the fact that you didn't just win, you win big over a perennial power, how cool was it?
Yeah, I think it was great. We had all the seniors doing great, and we got a big win over Newark Catholic, and just ready for the playoffs now.
If you could describe this bunch to me and just how collectively you guys kind of fit together, give me a few words on that.
Well, I mean, we've been playing together for a long time, and our chemistry has just gotten better and better, and we push each other hard. We hang out all the time, so we have a great bond. Yeah,
we could definitely tell out on the floor that you guys you embody that. You all work well with one another. Dom Thompson, senior night for you, buddy. This only comes once. Break it down for me and just kind of the full experience for you from start until now that you're sitting hanging out with the OH Report after a big win.
Well, I mean, this was my first career start ever on varsity, so it's pretty cool coming out on senior night, having all the fans here just to support us, and it just felt amazing. Our energy in the locker room before the game was different. Halftime, it was different. Just tons of great energy from everybody, and I'm frozen. Looks so good.
Well, I think we can definitely still hear you guys. Where'd the camera go? Well, Dom, since the people can still hear you out there, were you nervous a little bit getting your first start, or did you have some jitters at the beginning of the game?
I mean, slightly, but I'm not really a nervous person. I'm just going out there to really fill the role of my teammates, just always trying to space the floor, get Cade, Teagan, Brady, the Rock. I mean, get buckets every time. Nobody can stop all three of them. You can stop one, you can stop two, but you can't stop all three.
All right, go ahead and pass the. You and Cade tonight, it seemed like you guys worked awesome off of each other. He probably had 3-4 assists to you, and then you were kind of returning the favor. Talk about that 1-2 punch and the chemistry that you were feeling on this particular night.
I mean, it's always great. Whenever he gets the ball, he always gets double teamed because he's just such a big boy, and we just got to move without the ball.
And I really I likened your game tonight to kind of how you play as a running back. It felt like you were trying to get downhill, and people just almost seem to get out of your way, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to let you play physical, I guess. Get your buckets how you can.
And now this team, I think you've won like 9 out of your last 11. So from the start of the year until where you are now, in what ways do you think that you've really gotten a lot better as a unit?
I think as a group, we've just improved on focusing as a teammate and what we need to improve on.
All right, last but not least, Cade Carpenter, another nice game for you. Points, rebounding, assists, a pretty all-around nice night. And looking at the KMAC leaders for this year, you're kind of up at the top in a lot of statistical categories. So just describe to me how much pride you take in not just being like a scorer or a rebounder, but doing a lot of everything.
I mean, I don't need to take the pride in it. These guys are the ones that help me out. Coach, he put in a lot of work for me, and that's just how it happened. Using these guys to help me become a better player.
And it seemed like there was a lot of smiles tonight, like collectively. How much fun was this game to be a part of out on the floor where it was mostly just you 7 playing a lot of the night?
Yeah, it was. It was really fun. We know this is probably our second to last tournament game ever, or home game ever. So we just enjoyed the moment, lived it up.
You guys don't have another game until you get into the tournament next Wednesday. So getting this nice long layoff, what do you think you guys want to accomplish in between now and then?
Sky's the limit right now. We're a really hot team going into the tournament. I feel like anything can happen, any upset. And right now, I think we're just going to go dominate the first round, hopefully.
Well, that's my big question. Turn the page tonight. Senior night's over, regular season's finished. Back-to-back KMAC champs. You've done everything you need to do. Now you're going into tournament play. Little chip on your shoulder because a little bit of lack of respect for the Freddies. Number 9 seed. You guys a little bit surprised by that to start with? That you're seeded that low?
We were a little surprised. We didn't have the best start of the season. We lost some games we should have won for sure. But at the end of the season, we felt like it was going to be really hard to beat us, and we all got confident, probably cocky, and we were just all ready to play.
Okay, and now you guys open up Liberty Union first round, number 17 seed, but as we know, tournament time, you guys been there last year.
Yep.
Seeds don't matter. It's just about survive and move on.
Yes, sir.
Liberty Union, you guys know anything about them? Have you talked about them at all yet?
We played them this year already. They beat us at their place. We had an off game, but we're ready for it. We're ready. We're all going to practice really hard this week, have the best practice of high school, and go into this game really hot.
And then after that, if you take out Liberty Union, you have a chance to take on Heath, another team that, defending district champions, has done some good things. So things are there, fellas. Are you guys ready for the challenge?
Yep.
You ready for the challenge?
All right, the Freddie seniors all joining us, our co-MVPs. Do you guys collectively want to give a shout-out to anybody?
Shout out OH Report for always coming and supporting us. And anybody else, shout out?
Shout out to fans, of course.
I would say just the fans in the student section for supporting us day in and day out.
Thanks for all the families coming out. We all appreciate it.
All the family and my little nephew at home watching.
Shout out all the fans and Freddie Nation.
Tegan, I think you're the only one not to get some love in here.
I mean, shout out to all the coaches, all the Fredericktown Freddies fans that always come out and show out for us and support us all year.
All right, congratulations, guys. Big win here tonight on senior night. The Freddies moving on to the tournament red hot. Thanks a lot for the time, guys. Good stuff.
Guys, congrats. Go take care of business.
I'll take that.
Good job. Good luck.
All right, we're going to take one more quick commercial timeout, and we'll be back to wrap things up here from the Freddies Nest.
Yo, these are the bomb.
And they're air popped, not fried.
Popcorners. You're an artist.
Actually, Jesse, it's just basic ingredients. No, we don't eat our own supply.
Mr. White.
Jesse.
Everyone's gonna want to taste. And I know just the guy to talk to. What are these? We call them popcorners.
Say their name.
Popcorners. Tight! Yeah! How much of this stuff do you have? We've got 6 signature flavors, Joe. 7! You make 7! 7.
7 works.
Yeah.
Popcorners. Break into something good.
We're gonna eat a lot of snacks together.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I was soon. Know as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm down to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dying.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Okay, I'm Coach Derek Dibling. You're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
Welcome back for the Alumni Roofing post-game show here live and free on the OH Report. Fredericktown with a big win here on senior night, and you just heard from every single Freddies senior. That's a good group, man. You can tell that they got a lot of love for one another, a lot of chemistry, and the friendship. When you get those bonds off the court, Mark, that's typically when it can be special on the playing surface.
Absolutely. That translates so well out onto the basketball court, and just even when we're off air, just the interaction between them, you can see that this is a group that is very close-knit, and that has definitely paid big dividends on the court. And it's going to be something that they're going to have to rely on as they get ready to go into tournament play next week against Liberty Union.
Take a look at the final stats of the game presented by Alumni Roofing Company, and doubling up the opponent in terms of made field goals here tonight. That's a big accomplishment, Mark.
It is, and you know, the struggle started early for Newark Catholic, 0 of 23, down 17-0, and Fredericktown just continued to be efficient in the paint and pound the ball to the block area, and they were good all night. And because of that, they ended up winning, pretty easily.
Yeah, they forced 15 turnovers, only gave it away 11 times, outshot them at the free throw line as well, and won the battle of the board. So basically every statistical category, the Freddies got it done here tonight at home on senior night with mostly just their 7 seniors in the game. So it really was about as good as it could have gone, I think, for this unit. All the 12th graders getting to not only get to play in all the action, I mean, you look at the stats, they speak for themselves. They got it done.
They got it done. And as you said, it's what they needed to propel themselves into next week. And I love the fact that they talked right in there with them. Back on January 3rd, Liberty Union beat this Fredericktown team 63-48. So I didn't know how much these guys had even thought about tournament. But you can tell it was already in the back of their mind, and it's already starting to get them focused. So I'm excited to see how that game against Liberty Union goes, because I think Fredericktown's going into that game ready to get a little revenge for that January 3rd setback that they had.
And that is exactly what they are going into. Next February 22nd, they'll be right back here at home in the D3 sectional semis with the team advancing to play Heath. I do believe you're right about that if they get the victory in that one. And for Newark Catholic, they've got one more in the regular season. They host Utica on Friday. But for the Freddies, you probably got to like the fact that you get a whole week to prepare. You get to stew over that early season game where you lost a couple of months ago and really pick apart all of your pitfalls and try to figure out what you can do to get a lot better.
Well, you mentioned bulletin board material and things like that. I have no doubt Coach Dibling and his coaching staff will have that score posted somewhere.
Yes.
Or in a lot of places, just as that little gentle reminder of, hey, We were not only the 9 seed, but they were 17. They wanted you. Liberty Union chose you because they think they can beat you again. And if that's not motivation for the Freddies to have a great week of practice and come out and set the tone here in that sectional final, I don't know what is. Because if I'm in the Fredericktown coaching staff or I'm a Fredericktown player, I'm ready for Liberty Union, and we're going to come out and make a statement that night.
Man, that's a solid point right there. They came after you. Well, hey, they gotcha. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage here tonight from the Freddies Nest. 68-42, your final score. Fredericktown closing out the regular season in style. I want to thank everybody back at OH Report Studios for helping make this happen. Adam Thompson, our awesome graphic designer, Travis and Hayden. I'm sure they did something to help out. Jory Hollenbeck, our fantastic photog. And for Mark Bollinger, I'm Brian Skowronski saying so long tonight from Fredericktown. Catch us for tons of girls tournament action and some great boys games to close out the regular season this weekend. Bye, guys.